Welcome guys, thank you so much for joining in. So as you can see, today we are going to start this analysis by looking at the price action of Bitcoin here in a weekly time frame, because in a weekly we are aware this one scenario which played out here in 2013, 2014, 2017 and also here in November month, which is also indicating the price of Bitcoin in a bigger time frame looks ready for this next huge movement here in an upcoming days. The reason why I'm actually showing you this is because according to this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, if we go back here all the way from 2013, you can see guys, whenever the price of Bitcoin was able to find support above this yellow line, which is Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve 50%, we always tested the next Fibonacci line, which was 61.80 Fibonacci line. And you can see here, only after that we decided where we are going to hit, because we were not able to find support above the 61.80. We saw this price reversal. You can see guys, when we tried one more time in the second attempt and price also found support above this yellow line, the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve of 50%, we came across this 61.80 Fibonacci line. But in this time, you can see we were able to break this resistance and flip it into support. And what happened after that? Price headed towards the top of the channel. After that, we started this actual bear market phase for Bitcoin. And if you look at this here from 2017 one more time guys, you can see the price of Bitcoin tried to break out of this yellow line, the 50% Fibonacci line. We got a rejection, we had this pullback. But in second time, you can see here, when we were able to find a proper support above this yellow line, the middle of the channel, we also headed towards the next Fibonacci line of 61.80. And in this case, you can see we were able to find support above it. And after that, the price headed towards the top of the channel. And now if we look in our case, this similar scenario also unfolded here. I mean, once we were able to find a proper support above this yellow line, we also tested the next Fibonacci line of 61.80. and after that, you can see when we were not able to continue this rally, now this is our second attempt. And in this case, as you can see here, the price has already found support above this yellow line, right? That is this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve 50%. If this exact scenario is going to play out just like here, right, just like here, and also here from 2017 along with this 2021, then this is also an indication the price of Bitcoin could at least head towards this 61.80 Fibonacci line before the price chooses an actual trend direction, because we are aware the 61.80 in our case right now is sitting around 70,000 price area. So let's see how the price of Bitcoin is going to approach, because we are already above this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve of 50%, which is also a clear bullish scenario here in a bigger time frame for Bitcoin. And not just only this 61.80, which is pointing out right now that 70,000 could be on the line, but also if you look at this one chart here. And also guys, let me make you aware, we have around $4,700 bonus available for our community members from BYBIT and Phemex. If you like to trade Bitcoin, then feel free to use this BYBIT raffling, which is giving around $3,500 bonus to our community member. And if you like to trade altcoin, then you can use this Phemex raffling, which is giving around $1,200 bonus. So this is a great opportunity. Try grabbing it. So now let's switch into other chart. According to this 1, 2, 3 reversal, we are very aware the price of Bitcoin has broken out of this neckline, which was the 0.2 area, and we are starting this rally here to the upside. And if you have been following me for a while, this exact scenario playing out so far for Bitcoin. And also guys, also according to this 1, 2, 3 reversal, the first target, as you can see, after breaking out of this 0.2 area, it usually indicates the trend is going to continue. In our case, the first target was this 61 to 62,000 price range. Price came around that range and we saw this consolidation type of scenario. But the second price target, which is lying around 70 to 72,000 price range, is still open, also with this 61.80 Fibonacci line that is lying around 70,000 range. So that's why, according to this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve and also according to this 1, 2, 3 reversal pattern, right now the 70,000 price range could be on the line here in the upcoming days for Bitcoin. But if you have watched my video from yesterday, we were talking about 90,000 until the end of this month. I'm not saying you that just randomly, because the numbers what we are witnessing here are the pivotal point. Because if you would look at this price action using this CPI indicator, which is the leading indicator, right? This CPI indicator has also already placed the first target for this November month, and this first target, as you can see, is also lying around 71,000 price range. Now, according to this 1 2 3 reversal, the 70,000 price range, and also from this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, the 61.80 is also lying around 70,000 price range. So now we are aware this 70,000 price range could be on the line here in the upcoming days for Bitcoin. And if we look at this R2 target line and R3 target line, as you can see, the R2 line is lying around 80,000 and this R3 target is lying around 94,000 price area. But for us, a reasonable price target for now would be the first monthly resistance line, and that is lying around 70 to 71,000 price area for Bitcoin. And if you would look at this price action in a bit different way, you can see here, guys, yesterday we talked about this falling wedge type of scenario, and in our case, since the price of Bitcoin has also broken out of this upper line area of this falling wedge, just like here from the past Bitcoin price action, you can see we started this new rally, right? As soon as we broke out of this upper line area of this falling wedge, similar scenario, resistance, 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 we broke out of it, we started this new rally. And in our case, as you can see, we also broke out of this upper line area which temporarily acted as a resistance, and when we had this price pullback, you can see, guys, the same line acted as a support, and now we are seeing this price movement here to the upper direction. So according to this falling wedge, right, if this trend is going to continue here to the upside, our price target here in the immediate short term is going to be lying around 68,000 price area, right? So now, according to this falling wedge, I will look around this 68,000 as our potential price target in a 4-hour time frame. And if you are a bit worried, what in case the price would see any sort of a reversal, then we are again aware the same line which previously acted as a strong line of resistance will be acting as a strong line of support for Bitcoin between this 58 to 60,000 price range in case of any sort of a shakeout on our way. But if you look at this here in a whole, you can see the price of Bitcoin does looks like it is ready for this next movement here to the upper direction. And if you look at this price action here a bit differently, guys, around this area, let me show you this another very interesting scenario that could be playing out next for Bitcoin. So guys, now if we look at this price action of Bitcoin in an hourly time frame, I want to show you two important scenarios that could be playing out here, which is also very bullish. First here would be this inverse head and shoulder type of scenario, right? This is our first bullish scenario because we can see the price seems to be breaking out of this neckline, and as soon as we broke out of this area, we also started this new rally here to the upside. But if we don't want to look this as a inverse head and shoulder, no problem. We can simply add this one very interesting scenario and also very accurate scenario for Bitcoin that is playing out here in the immediate short term. Because if we look at this price structure, yesterday I also talked about this broadening wedge, the descending broadening wedge type of scenario for Bitcoin, but the price was not able to find support and we again re-entered this descending broadening wedge. But now, as you can see, the price has broken out of this upper line area which previously acted as a strong line of resistance. So what does this actually mean? Because if you look at this broadening wedge, the descending broadening wedge example, the price, as soon as it breaks out of this upper line area after this retest, like just like here in our case, you can see here a retest, right? And then again breaking here to the upper direction. The first target, according to the descending broadening wedge, is going to be the target, the top line, right around this area, which has already been reached. But the second target is still open. And if you want to know the second target, then you can see here another descending broadening wedge example for you guys. In our case, we are going to focus on this left hand side because it's a descending broadening wedge. The first target, as we are already aware, has been reached, but the second target is still open, and the second target is measured from this 0.1 till this 0.4 area. So in our case, guys, right now, if we would measure the price target for Bitcoin, right, from this 0.1 till this 0.4 area, you can see, guys, we could be approaching around this 64 to 65,000 price range here in the immediate short term for Bitcoin. So now we are aware, guys, according to this descending broadening wedge, 65,000 is on the line. According to this falling wedge, 67 to 68,000 is on the line. And according to this monthly R1 line, which is lying around 71,000, and also this 1 2 3 reversal pattern, 70,000, Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve 61.80 is also lying at 70,000. So now, as you can see, the upward price target for Bitcoin looks very impressive. And if we do see any sort of a shakeout, we know around this 58 to 60,000, we have a strong support line for Bitcoin. So guys, these are some of the scenarios I thought sharing with you in today's episode. If you enjoyed my work, then please hit the like button. And for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Now, by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye-bye, guys.